Did you know that you can use the lunge forward that melee gives you as a movement tech to overcome some slowdown effects? The most useful is probably to overcome the fall stun you get when dropping from high up. When Apex released, you could melee the ground in the right moment to prevent fall stun. That was patched very quickly. But the lunge forward that melee gives you is a core part of the game, so it was never removed. So now we are not meleeing the ground, but just melee in front of us, while holding a forward input. This lunge accelerates you faster than trying to sprint through the molasses that is the slowdown. We are not using melee to prevent the fall stun from occurring in the first place, but once it has occurred, to overcome its slowdown effect. So do not melee right before you hit the ground, or try to melee together with hitting the ground. Make sure you melee after having hit the ground. But that's not the only case where it's useful. Every time you are slowed and accelerating out of that slow is more important than having your gun out, this can be used. Getting thermited? Melee to get into cover quicker. Got bang ulted? Spam melee to get around faster. Trapped in the catalyst queue? Melee to get out of it quicker. Every slowdown can be made weaker with this. And the most niche use case is probably to walk around faster and quieter. Except for when you have an heirloom, cause they can be pretty loud when meleeing. Heirlooms pay to lose? Walking while crouched is still the quietest by far. But there might be some weird edge cases where you just want to be quieter than walking, but don't need the full speed of a sprint or the full quietness of a crouch walk. I don't know. I feel the first two use cases are totally legit and should stay for multiple reasons. You trade a bit faster traversal through slowdowns for not having your gun out, and some legends already have abilities to deal with slowdowns or negate them entirely. So this gives a tool to just slightly reduce the impact of slowdowns to all legends, which I feel is a very dope way to introduce counterplay and agency. But walking around faster while having much less audio feels a bit iffy and like something Respawn might not be a fan of.